What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode in our Nighthawks Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. It's about to be week 9, but before we can go there, we have to make sure that we have nothing we want to do with the roster as the trade deadline is about to be among us. And I think one of the big things I would like to do is upgrade the offensive line. Chris Paul obviously got injured. It's not a huge injury, foot fractured. It's like a 4-weeker. It's not like not huge, but it's something. It's enough. But the more importantly is even with a decent backup like Ben Barch, even with Chris Paul in the starting lineup, I really don't like the way they've been playing. I don't know if, once again, it's Kendrick Green's fault. Maybe Chris Paul needs to go back to center. What's the story? But that left guard spot has been easily the biggest issue with the team. Anytime we run the ball that way, the left guard makes a poor decision and leaves an opening. Same with pass rush. It's just been our easily biggest issue on the team. Everything else is fine, I feel. You know, we've had a little bit of a down play in the wide receiver room, but everything else, literally, on the entire team, maybe isn't the greatest, but they play with a lot of effort, and they have potential, but that left guard spot is brutal. It may be time for a trade again. And I think we have a trade partner. If you look at this Saints team, they have a backup left guard, Bean, but technically he's not the backup because he's a hidden development trait youngster. So Jonah Jackson would be the guy that's, free. He's a better overall, but he has way less potential. So with this, we'd maybe be looking to give them a very big upgrade at quarterback. I don't want to give them too much more than that, though, so I'm going to try a 6th-round pick at first. It might just go with just the quarterback. And it does. So Kellen Mond, who is a 24-year-old star development trait quarterback with speed, in a 6th-round pick for Jonah Jackson, a 26-year-old star development trait guard. If you look at their quarterback room, even with Kellen Mond, it's not great, but Kellen Mond at least gives them a chance with high potential. Not that he was terrible for us. It wouldn't even surprise me if he actually turned out to be decent with them, but you could see their whole squad is just rough. I mean, it's just so bad. You're basically getting a younger Trubisky with more throw power and a higher ceiling. So if they're willing to start Trubisky, why wouldn't you be willing to start Kellen Mond? And I think that's what they've seen in that trade. And they're like, you know what, we don't need that many linemen, so we're going to start Paul Bean, the hidden development trait rookie, and we'll move on from Jonah Jackson, which, of course, we're ecstatic about. This is kind of what the offense looks like now. An 81 overall left guard. He looks pretty good. He's a little bit on the non-athletic side. But as far as how he looks, he's decent power blocker. Definitely has a long way to go with some other things, but good lead blocker, good impact, good power blocking. Run block power is a little iffy, but good enough strength. He's a decent player. Not the most massive trade of all time, but a big enough one. That's what I said. Let's go to week 9. Don't need to worry about trades anymore. It's all irrelevant. And another breakout. I'm trying to think who that Tyson Anderson, speaking of weekly awards, it looks like he was the player of the week just based on the fact that it said, view weekly awards. I'm going to just click that instead. And he was! Finally some love for the other Purple Birds. Tyson Anderson, 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a pick 6. My man broke that game wide open with that, and finally we're seeing some love. And once again, I'm probably assuming breakout week is going to be the guy that literally got the player of the week on defense. 2 interceptions and a touchdown. It's got to be enough to go from normal to star based on breakout. Obviously, will we succeed is another question. I mean, they literally could be anyone, but that's tech. I mean, that's pretty much who I'm expecting it to be. I'd be very shocked if it wasn't. Let's just get right into it. Stop messing around. And it is. Have you seen me in lockdown? He's not really locked down to me. The secondary was locked down, but he's really not. He just kind of in the right place at the right time at times. And we kind of looked at our roster already. Let's take a look at the Jets roster. I believe they're starting a rookie quarterback, and they are A.J. Schaffer. Decent throw power, some good accuracies, a little bit on the slower side, but not every quarterback needs to run around like a madman. Unless you're playing behind our line, every quarterback does. Marlon Mack, he's a decent running back. He's kind of a weird running back, though. Like, great, solid stiff arm, no trucking, very good juke move, no catching. It's just like kind of weird. Great excel and agility, speed's lacking. It's just weird. Devontae Adams is their star wide receiver with Elijah Moore at number 2, and then the rest is kind of iffy. Mo Alley Cox is apparently starting over Trey McBride, which I don't know if I agree with that, but sure. Aquanu at left tackle, Austin Jackson at left guard. Lindsley at number 1 center, Carmen at right guard, and then Jonah Williams at right tackle. A really good offensive line, actually. Max James, the rookie, really weak for an interior 3-4 guy, which I imagine they're running, but then Gregory's there. I don't know. But Buckner's a problem. Darius Leonard's a problem. Chris Barnes is meh. Quay Walker should probably be starting for them, and I imagine, this is... So they are in a 3-4. So they have Darius Leonard playing a 3-4 linebacker, like outside. That's a little... Okay. Jalen Johnson, not bad, but a little bit slow of a cornerback room. Free safety's okay, but they're probably going to need to replace him, and then Jamal Adams is a problem for ball carriers. But for the Jets, I do think they're going to run the ball a lot. I don't know how much of it's going to be on the outside. I'd say more of the inside. You can see they struggle on it, but that's probably because that's where they run it the most. And then their defense is actually really good. You're probably going to have to throw it medium or short because Buckner's going to make it hard to run. This could be a tough one for us. 4-3, Jets might be moving on to 5-3. Got a couple of upgrades, including one of our favorites, Jordan Davis, gets a power move upgrade. Please be actual power move. He does. It's not great, but it's something. 87 power move now. He's really starting to get along there. Of course, Tristan Long, who's been pretty silent for us, which is a good thing. You don't want to be known. I mean, we know about our left guard situation. Obviously, it's been upgraded now, but Tristan Long with a strength upgrade, which he absolutely needed. Still could use some more. Let's go pass protector. His agility's great and all, but that right tackle, I want the pass protection. Strength, pass block power 2, which is kind of bad. Oh my god, maybe we should have went with a run. He's so bad at run blocking. Never run his way. Wang Wu, who's pretty much just the return man. Let's see if he can get a speed or something. He does! Wow, that's kind of juice for a guy that's already really fast. 95 speed. That's an upgrade and a half. Tyson Anderson, once again, our safeties continue working on zone. His tackling does suck, but there's nothing to tackle if you're just not even in range of your player at all. And then speaking of safeties, another safety. Of course, Stearns is a lot better, already a lot more polished, but still could use his zone coverage. And what is his zone anyways? It is 83. He's up there. He's up there. His tackling, what is his tackling? 72. He's one of the best tacklers on this team. Maybe it's just because everyone else sucks so much, he just makes them look good, or they make him look good. And then Gaffney, the new backup quarterback, 62 overall, gets a throw power and 2 medium. He's already really strong, too. 95 throw power now. There was another 94 throw power guy that was faster, but he was 2 years older. I was like, screw it. I'm not expecting this guy to ever start, but in case he does, the backup has to start. I'll take the youth rent. That's great. Now I sound like a priest. One final thing before we quite literally hit the road, in case anyone's trying to look for sliders and they like what's going on in the league. I still think, it's a weird dynamic. The game is so hard in certain things. This is not what I was looking for at all. The game is very hard in certain things, but there's some things that the game is just physically broken on. I don't think it has anything to do with the actual gameplay sliders, so it's a little iffy. But in case you're looking for XP sliders, might need to bump these because I don't want an experience where my guys are just 99 overalls after a couple of seasons, but at the same time, they might be developing too slowly as well. Tutu Atwell barely developed, and he was an unexpected, I think, 1,000-yard receiver. As far as blocking goes, we get smoked in the pass block game, and we're not the worst offensive line in the world. We are an underdeveloped one, but this is kind of what I'm rocking. Once again, 100% punt accuracy because the AI just punts so bad. Roughing the passer, you still see them on 40. You're just gonna, once again, it's a game mechanic, so time to go hit the road. Once again, quite literally, as we're going to New York. It's a Thursday night primetime game, so it's going to be lit. Yeah, I'm never going to say that again. Of course, nighttime wearing some special unis. I don't even know if I've ever even seen these. Jets are already trying to throw us off. I mean, this is kind of wild, but wearing the green helmets, the whole green package. I mean, this is literally touch grass moment as Schaffer leading the Jets. Maybe his first time? I don't know. It didn't show any stats, so I don't know if there was an injury or what's the story, but interesting to see a new name, a new face. Of course, probably not good for us as we don't really know exactly what he's about, but decent throw power, decent accuracies. Got to imagine they're going to try to make it easy on him, but also allow that throw power to just zip some in. Of course, tight end, you could see, maybe Trey McBride actually was right next to him. I don't know. It says Mo Alley Cox is starting, but it would not surprise me to see Trey McBride come out and look strong early. Of course, speaking of looking strong early, hoping Gamble can, as he is getting better and better as the season goes on. You know, that interception he had that was a little iffy, kind of threw it up, and it probably should have been caught or at least attempted by the tight end, but kind of ran into each other, and the safety kind of just had a free one, which should not have happened. Wasn't a very good throw or a good decision, but stuff that we don't mind, you know, as long as it's not like just a pure bad throw or, you know, a 1st and 10 just heave for no reason. You know, if you're in a spot like that, it's probably going to end up being a punt if you don't put up some yards on that play. I mean, I guess, you know, I don't really like throwing short interceptions, but sometimes you got to just trust your arm. Didn't really work that time, though, as Nwangwu feels like he's close every time, but he just never is. Coach is already pissed. He's like, come on, just get us to the 25. It's not that hard. It's like, well, it kind of is. Of course, Gamble, I'm not proud of the numbers, but from what we've kind of seen over the years here in Oklahoma, not the worst we've seen. So, I mean, we'll definitely take those improved numbers. And really been using the legs lately. Of course, they have a lot of superstars and X Factors here. Got to be careful, as they're going to completely read that. I just didn't trust the handoff because the guy didn't read that, but he also didn't read the court. He kind of just dropped off, and it worked. I don't know how that happened, but it just did. Going to go with the play action, as they might be looking to blitz, but might be the perfect time to throw this at him. Ooh, I kind of stepped into that. There's no way. Come on, Gamble. Perfect throw. Sky Moore for a gain of 22. That was a tough one, but once again, Gamble getting more and more comfortable. And even though he was on the run, it wasn't... Oh, what is this? This is kind of interesting. It wasn't like the craziest risk. It wasn't the craziest difficulty. I'm going to go with the safe throw here, as Hawkins is just clear-cut open for a gain, whereas the other guys, there was safeties kind of like jumping down on the play, and you don't want to have some guy beating you, tricking you for the first down, you know? And here we're just going to freaking hand this off right up the middle. I know they got Buckner, but I also don't think they had enough personnel on the inside, gaining 4 there. 91 for 415. That's pretty good numbers. That's like above 4 yards per carry, which I suppose is a win. Go with the curl route. I think we're going to go with the curl route on that left side. And that's a scary one. Oh, my. In what universe? Who is that? Home field has improved coverage. I mean, apparently they had it before that play. And yeah, Schaffer has not really played. He must have had a play last week as his starting quarterback got injured or something. I did not think he was going to make that play. I'm just going to be honest with you. And is that a linebacker on Davante Adams? I mean, he still kind of is, but he's not like manned up at least. As they're going to run it. Nice movement, but maybe a little too much, as he's going to actually, I believe, lose a yard or two. Gained a yard? What kind of mathematics? Oh, yeah, they're not at the... I thought they were past the 50, but they're not. As Maddox is working on the double team, gets through. Good hit by Scott, which will lead to a 3rd and like 2. So, I mean, it's manageable. Gangrene. Isn't that a disease or an infection? They're an infection. Okay. Tyson Anderson tries to run up and tries to pull back last second. Can't get it. Slip off. First down of the 24. As James Washington is kind of feeling mad at us for not mentioning his name when we were talking about their wide receiving room. Which, once again, kind of worries me. Like, were they listening in? Or what's the story? Look at Jordan Davis' size compared to the center. Slips through the middle, and they're a little bit better off on that curl route. Of course, technically, we did beat our man on the curl, but the slot corner came in and just undercut the hell out of it. And that's a false start on the left guard and the right guard, I believe. Or was it the right tackle? Marlon Mack trying to comfort his friend. I personally don't want any comfort. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get it from them, but you know what I mean. I don't want them to be comforted. And, oh, come on, Scott. Oh, my God, Davante Adams is so quick. Jesus, gain 7 on what should have probably been like a gain of maybe 2. Burns was chasing, but couldn't get there in time. We need players to move over here. We might have to cancel the blitz with Tyndall at least. Ah, that's a convoy. Oh, my God. We would have never had a chance even if we would have read that. The Jets, really solid drive. There was really no chance there that they weren't going to get the first down. It just felt like clean and easy the whole way. 1st and 10, still not running the ball. And over the middle, Ferguson gets a nice gainer. No truck move, gets the first down, but Tried to bait it out last second to run him over, and he still, like, kind of just was ready. Read option. And once again, like, Gamble, this is bad. Oh, good job, Gamble. Gets basically back to the line of scrimmage. Not bad. But we're making the right reads, but they're still somehow, like, ready. I don't understand. Is that a superstar on him? We're in some trouble here. Please. There you go, Gamble. Another perfect throw to Sky Moore on the run. Was that? Yeah, we were on the run. And we were back. Like, I was ready to, like, give up on the play. I seen our offensive line, and I was like, oh, Lord. Go back to the read option again. I think it's just Tutu Atwell, to be honest. Which, obviously, I don't want him on the interior on a read option anyways, but Tutu Atwell, obviously, the small man he is, not really winning his blocking assignment. We're going to have to hand this off. We get some blocks. Mason, good job. Kind of got in our way, but he did more good than he did bad, and I think really that's all that matters. Oh, Lord. This might be, yeah, this is going to have to be an audible. And right there, right in the middle, tight end Woodley. They actually did a good job. To be fair, I didn't really look at the deeper routes, but I looked at the 3 primary underneaths, and they were kind of all covered until Woodley just opened up last second. Bring the streak to Ferguson, going up against Jamal. Maybe he'll pull down. And there goes Tutu Atwell, making up for the block mistake, tying up the game. What a play. That was a good drive. Played it safe, you know, through to guys that weren't going to have a chance to be undercut. And we're happy to tie the game up. Back to square one, if you will. Although, didn't we get the ball first? So maybe not square one. We're going to have to make a stop on them to get to square one. Then we'll be back. What's that guy's name? Cable? Cable's dead. It's the internet now, man. All right, the blitz last time kind of got us in trouble, but that was because of a run, so we're gonna try it again. Devontae Adams is a fast man. Get out there. Come on, someone help him. Marlon Mack with the stiff arm truck. 5-yard gain. I mean, for us, that's a win. For the majority of the league, it's not. We're bringing everyone on the, not really the wrong side, but I just feel like it's going to be a misdirection to left. Or just not a run at all. And he goes out of bounds, though. Molly Cox, not very athletic, covering the kind of underneath routes, which I think is smart while blitzing. Can't get out there, man. It's tough. And that was pass interference. It's a little bit of an iffy call. But honestly, with it being a guy like Devontae versus a defensive tackle specifically, I can see where they could have called that. As Nwangwu has a chance to break it free. One to beat. Can't beat the punter. Still, it's a really good return. He's still on his feet, though. Never mind, he's not going to go. To the 47. Nice movements. Cutting it in and then back out. Beautiful. Let's get blocking from Gibbs. Might be looking for that comeback route. And we don't get the blocks at all. And Buckner's going to get the credit. Well, actually, he does share the credit. I mean, don't get me wrong. We kind of got a little excited and stepped in early. But at the same time, you know, I think we're going to run it here with Gibbs. Is Gibbs going to pick up a decent bit, but oh my. Thank God Gibbs is a big player. I think if that's Hawkins, it's probably a fumble, to be honest. But we quote-unquote got our stop. I mean, not even quote-unquote. We literally got our stop, but will we actually do anything with it? Possibly, probably not. The out routes have not really worked like at all this season. So let's see if we can get Sky. The tight end. And that's a really good throw for a first down. Beating Jamal Adams, who we know is sometimes a little suspect in coverage, a little bit. Maybe has more of an act. Maybe his name is more that he's bad in coverage than he actually is, but he still is suspect at times. The tight end, that's a tough one. That's a dot. I don't know, that left foot was a little iffy. Campbell is putting on a little bit of a show since that interception. Of course, a 1st and 10 challenge. I probably agree. Oh, yeah, that right foot's well out. That's the foot you got to get in, though. The plant foot is the one that matters the most. Because he gets the left, but how do you mistake in the right foot? That's the foot you got to get down. That's really bad by Woodley. I ain't even going to lie. I'm not, angry. I'm just disappointed. I don't really like the throw here, but I also don't like the pass. Kind of tough. Uh-oh. Ooh, Jamal. No, it's not Jamal. It's Darius Leonard. He's still really good at taking the ball away, too. Surprised he didn't hit stick. I think, to be fair, it was probably the right call because stopping him short there is massive. Turner. Come on, Cole! It's going to be short. I think we got to go for it. We have a pitch lined up to the right. They have more people on that right. Oh, I can't switch. I guess we're just going to run it up the middle with Hawkins. And we barely get it. They actually closed that up so fast. Buckner just barely couldn't bring us down in time. Oh my, I thought they had us. That was probably the closest you're going to see. Throw it away. Jesus. Kind of just chucked that to the end zone on accident, ain't gonna lie. Play action look and the pistol. Damn, that's really good coverage, but no one he's covering Gamble's running lane, and he's going to get all the way to the 12. I think that was Buckner running in late, but, you know, obviously he's not fast enough. I'm sorry, Buckner. I didn't mean to, like, disrespect you, but, like, the truth is, I thought the play action was going to be what I was hoping it was going to be. It wasn't. The truth is out, buddy. I'm just saying. It's a little bit like a weird reversal. Okay, let's make our reads. There it is. Back in the end zone. On the money. Touchdown, Ferguson. Good job keeping with the route. Easily anyone could have stopped running that. He ran it all the way to the boundary. All right, up 7. 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. Marlon Mack maybe looking to get the ball again. And he will, and we missed the tackle. Great job by Maddox. So once again, Maddox is a weird player where, like, he looks like he's completely beat, and then right as you're about to get past him, he throws the guy to the side and just gets you. Anderson gets blocked up, and another missed tackle. Like, Marlon Mack is literally throwing players off of him, and he just doesn't care. He just doesn't, he honestly doesn't care about your feelings. And because of that, it hurts my feelings. And now my pee hole hurts. Oh, and that's a touchdown. I don't know what the quarterback Schaffer thought he saw, but Devontae just bailed the hell out of him. Like, that really wasn't as open as he thought, but Booker went for it all, and it cost him. He mistimed it or something. Obviously, we're running the blitz here, which isn't the worst call. Really good. I guess it's like an RPO. I mean, look at that. That's supposed to be a slant, which Booker kind of reads. He just misses the timing for the pick. If he's going inside leverage for the pick, it's a pick 6. Well, with us semi-struggling on offense, great game to have us giving up insta-touchdowns. Love it. Wangwu with a chance to return it. Having himself a great day, and there he goes. Opened up perfectly. What is happening? Gotta celebrate with team after that. That is literally the Red Seas. Literally didn't have to do anything. I mean, he had to cut it inside, but it was so open. I mean, Wes Welker, veteran edition, probably scores on that. I mean, look at this. Like, some blocks if I've ever seen them. Nwangwu, of course, gone. Too fast. We raise you a quick throw RPO touchdown, and we called with a kick return touchdown or something. Somebody did something relating to poker or something like that. Of course, 3rd and 7 after I don't even know what happened on the first play. I think it was a stuff. Doable, manageable, but at the same time, is that a screen? That looked weird. To the outside and dropped. Once again, Booker is having an all-time season. I know he's given up a couple of touchdowns on some curls or some short throws that he's trying to jump a pick on, but this is an all-pro level season without a doubt. I mean, this man's going off. Of course, you got to give Nwangwu a chance, and once again, trying to do a little too much. Good fight, gain some yards, whatever. Sky Moore, we haven't seen somebody beat downfield in ages. Like, nobody wins on this team going deep. Well, oh my, that was an awful throw. Holy crap. But as I will say, Tutu's pretty open there, which is nice. That was a bad throw, though. Holy crap. Gamble normally doesn't miss like that, or hasn't since the beginning of the season, really. And this is going to be a run for Gamble, who's actually not going to get away. I was about to say, about to gain a lot of yards. They're going to count that as a sack, too. That's a little busted. That's a little lucky, ain't going to lie. I mean, this is kind of a predetermined more. And we have to hand it off. Moore didn't really win that. I mean, he won it, but the linebacker pulled off. I mean, it's like they knew what we were running. Like, they literally knew what we were running. That's all I could really say about that. That's basically how they ran that. I'm going to go low. If he didn't have to run back so far to the line. We went with a throw that was low because we really had nowhere else to go. And now we're trying to attempt a field goal. I'm sorry. Oh, the wind's on our side. I think they're, like, removing our kicking bar or something like that, but Tucker doesn't really care, to be honest. Ooh, it's looking a little closer than I thought, but from 62, Tucker, kicker of the year. All right, from the 28-yard line, burning a bit of the clock here on top of it. It's a 2nd and 2 look. Jordan Davis. Damn, Jordan Davis locked up hard. And Drake Jackson with the sack. They're calling a timeout here. Don't know if I agree with that if I'm them, but okay, sure. Jordan Davis thrown to the ground like he's nothing. And they're going to take it to Devontae. I mean, I suppose. Almost picked. Oh, my God. Booker is doing what he's doing to some of the best in the league. He's insane. He's a nut. He's an actual case. And we have all 3 timeouts to maybe make something happen unless Nwangwu wants to take the glory from the offense again, which couldn't because they kind of didn't seal off the edge there. Setting up Woodley deep with the underneath. Darden is in, which is something. And there goes Tutu Atwell behind the play. Jamal Adams getting beat to the 37. Obviously, who knows what happens if we don't get that kick return touchdown, but that's beside the point. Let's bring the drag. Last time we ran the wiggle with Woodley, we kind of were just stuck. Can't really get that over to Sky Moore. That's a risk. And again, Woodley 6'5". We're getting intercepted by a 5'9" corner when Woodley's 6'5". Nobody in their right mind doesn't take that shot. And that's an amazing throw, too, across his body. That's crazy. What is this? Like, go for the ball, dude. What are you doing? It's like Kevin Hart jump balling freaking Shaquille O'Neal. Like, what are we doing here? Are you serious? Try Cox. We'll just let the clock go. Oh, my God. One of those games where it's going to have multiple interceptions, but it wasn't a bad passing game. It's actually so frustrating. And it's okay start for them, at least, for the second half. I was like, okay start for coverage, but we kind of got beat a little bit. I still can't believe that, dude. Tavon Young ain't that good, bro. Melifonwu. Melifonwu manned up against Devontae. Of course, they're not going to take that. Inside run has actually done well for them, even though that's been our focus for the game. Kind of feel bad for Drake Jackson. He's got a tough matchup today. He's had the nice job by... oh, he's gone. He's been taken. Jabril's been taken away. Oh, my. It just reminds me of, like, school when, like, 2 kids were fighting and, like, your 5'1", 60-year-old teacher's got to break it up. Look at this. Miss Johnson! Get out of there! First and 10 from the 45. The right tackle kind of got a little movie. Real. I don't even know. Josiah Scott. Probably the cleanest one-on-one tackle against Mac all day, and he's literally the smallest guy in the entire team. Besides Tutu Atwell, of course. Tyson Anderson, though, gotta remember, he's in a freaking zone thing. He's got a breakout. We gotta do something about this. That's a good curl route, and he is done. There were 4 players all over him, with the lead man being the scariest. Jordan Davis, I'd be like, please, just bring Brian Burns. Anybody. Anybody, to be honest. As it was looking pretty good for him. Nice spin move. Jordan Davis gets picked up again, though. And the quarterback's going to throw that. Woolen picked off. Has a chance on the return. Come on, guys. Hurry the hell up. I mean, he's so slow. Tariq Woolen with a nice interception. I mean, I don't know. Before that play, it seems like the quarterback was having troubles finding the receivers. I don't know what that ability does. He's already had that all game. Nice little quick outlet to the running back. Hawkins going to slip away. Gets about 9. Not a bad little run. Got the lead block. This edge guy's been pretty good on the read options, though, I must say. And he's not really on this, but our offensive line, once again, struggling. We gain nothing. We actually lose a yard. Might throw this straight down the middle to Moore. Uh-oh. That's a big play! Ferguson, touchdown! The Jets are in shambles. It's hard to say whose fault it is mainly, but you kind of have to think it's their offense. Their offense has given us a couple of short fields now. We have a touchdown from special teams, which I guess isn't really either side's fault. I mean, more defense than anything, because obviously the majority of players are going to be defenders on the special teams, but we're putting up some really good performances here back to back to back. We're just, I know we threw 2 interceptions, but we're quote-unquote playing it safer. We're getting more touchdowns and whatnot because we're actually taking what the defense has given us. To the outside, a little bit of PI. We kind of have to back up, and Scott had that same job. Huge hit by Tyndall, though. That's a pancake. Oh, wow, that's a bit of blocks. Never mind. We're just talking about their line, and then they give them that. That's just insane. Pancakes across the block. They're handing them out to people who are hungry. But they obviously need to score a touchdown bad. And to the outside, Trey McBride's done okay. They just haven't really went his way enough today. Once again, I'm just rhyming like a Eisenhower. We had him. It's going to be a gain regardless, I think, but maybe had a chance if we held him up instantly. I don't know. I think either way, Tyson wasn't going to get it. Tyson Anderson misreads it. Oh, my God. Nice job, though. I am surprised Marlon Mack is living because he just wasn't ready for Tyson to dive in there and just break his knees like that, and he did. He snapped that knee right off. Going hard with the runs. That's why we stepped up. And he's in trouble. He's going to take the sack from Drake Jackson. I felt like he had enough time to throw it away, but the rookie's still not getting rid of the ball in time. And we're going to end up reaping the benefits with a 14-yard sack. Come on, Tyson. Oh, that's a pretty good play by Devontae. Slips off. Good tackle out of bounds. Gains a lot of that yardage back, but still a 3rd and 7. I mean, what can you really ask for, you know? Come on, Jordan. Oh, wow. That's a really good catch by Elijah, I think, as that was just a dog crap throw. There was nobody on him. They're going to have the booth review this, though, because once again, that throw was so bad. That was a weird play. He's floated it to him. I don't even understand what that was, but good catch. They're only down 10 with a minute 45 in the third. They've made a lot of mistakes. We made a lot of mistakes too, but ours, we've capitalized on theirs more than they have on ours. Oh, Noangwu really set that one up perfectly. Brought him out early so the blockers could catch the edge. Ran inside and then juke left to try and slip past everyone, and it almost worked. Stupid interceptions. Actually pissed me off how dumb they were. Not even dumb reads or anything like that, just dumb situations. Well, I guess the first one was kind of a dumb read. Look at Mason with the block. Wanna beat? Hawkins beats him, gains an extra 8 because of it. Jamal Adams is really taking the bait on these spin moves, I'll tell you. Look at the gold boots. Somebody's fancy. Somebody got that money. I suppose all of these guys pretty much, but maybe not on our team. Ferguson in motion will get the handoff. Mason doing a great job today. Ferguson gaining about 13. Going to count as a pass. Probably the best thing a quarterback could ever hear. They look like they're actually... Oh, crap. I don't like that. That's a bad decision. Good D. That's a tough read, though. I mean, look at the way this guy's playing this. Ferguson's already in motion, and he waits. And he still gets over there? He clearly looks like he's playing the slant, and then as soon as we throw it... look! That's so BS. Oh, my lord. Oh, what a block. Oh, Hawkins! Making Adams his little B. The rapper, of course. Doesn't matter where Hawkins spins, he's taking the bait. I don't believe in this at all. Look at how many superstars and X Factors they have here. Yeah, not going to happen. Jamal just beats freaking Woodley off the line instantly. All right, start of the fourth. This is where they need to make a play. Woodley middle. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh my god. Gamble. I don't think we threw it too early. I think Gamble just missed. Go with an in cut from Woodley. We're in some trouble here. Damn it, it's going to be a field goal. Of course, a field goal here. Even if they score a touchdown, we score another field goal and we win the game. So I guess mathematically it's not the worst situation. Gotta make sure we actually hit it, which we do. Obviously, it's not really a Tucker thing, but more of a blocking thing. Starting off with a little bit of a bang on this drive to the 42-yard line. Schaffer. Damn it, Jordan Davis getting mauled. And wow, okay, good job. We talked about Marlon Mack's ability to catch the ball and be a receiver in general, and it's not a good ability, so kind of seen that there. Oh, Jordan Davis all over it. Oh, Burns. Didn't get his head around quick enough to make a play on the ball. Let's just bring Stearns a little bit over here and just cover the middle. And that's why I said to bring Stearns over there. Good tackle, though. I don't know what's happening with these boundary corners. Like Woolen and what's his name? Maybe it's just the press. Wait, whoa. Hey! Timeout, we're not ready. Jesus. Then, of course, they switch to the heavy formation after that. Like, why wouldn't they? Oh, man. I was about to say we should have shifted. Cox did a great job, but Marlon Mack is breaking every tackle. However, a late flag there. Probably a hold. Actually, an illegal block in the back by Devontae, and Tyndall is now injured. Not a good sight. Of course, we have a very good amount of linebackers that are solid, so I'm not as worried as some of our other positions, but still, it's not a good sign. Burns off the edge, is not going to get anything, and there goes Marlon, and just gets kneed to the head by freaking dislocated shoulder. Should be fine. By Tyson Anderson, once again, has a scenario that he needs to get. And he's not going to get it. The only thing that sucks about getting a tackle for a loss with him is a tackle in general is hard to get, but a tackle for a loss is nearly impossible for him. And we missed. Good tackle, though. Another flag. Is that on us, though? This is a tough call. Because they're kind of gaining yards if you accept it, but I'm going to. Because they gained those 3 yards anyways with that penalty, making it potentially more manageable. I don't know. I got stuck in the damn DT. And that's a bad throw, but Devontae reacts to it and gets the first. I mean, they could have easily gotten the 4th and 1 anyways, but I think that was probably the right call, right? Good conversion for them, though, to keep their game alive. As Jabril is going to kind of set that up. I think Anderson got it because of that. What? They're not going to give him that? Where was he? Where's Anderson? I literally just saw him. Like, I think he has the most tackles. They didn't give him anything for that. Really? Does anyone want to mind explaining that to me? Uh-oh. Ooh, and wow, Devontae just takes it anyways. I was about to say, that was a good setup for the blocks, but Devontae kind of didn't need it anyways. The chokers are back in town. Brett Favre to kick it off. Kind of gives Nwangwu a lot of room to run here. And we just sold that out. Wow. We're trying to bait it out so then, you know, like he overruns it, but no overrunning on that one. It really doesn't help that they've just been all over the read option this game. Like, they've just read it every time. As Gibbs gets laid out again by Jamal Adams. Hawkins, no troubles. Gibbs, smoked. Don't know what this defensive assignment is, but yeah, it's going to give us a lot of room. Really good tackle by Tavon Young, though, who's had, like, a player of the year level game today somehow. Halfback got... Ooh. All right, Mason, it's all up to you, buddy. And I think he's short. There's no way. 4th and inches, dude. Do we have like a triple op? It's clearly, you know, all the options have clearly worked today, but I mean, I don't really see them stopping this, though. Hold on. Fake audible a little bit. Do it again. And that's going to be a full start. I don't know the last time I seen someone jump offside for a free play. Like, I honestly don't remember. But Matt Ariza, a chance to maybe put this game away. with a sick punt. And it is a sick punt all the way to the 13, and now Browning's injured. Maybe let's pull the linebackers off the special teams, as McGrone, who was just injured a couple weeks ago, is now the starting middle linebacker. And he gets pushed off ball. We might actually choke this game away. There's no shot. Like, they literally have the potential to walk off touchdown this thing and win the game. It's crazy. Jordan Davis missing. I get we're not net. Oh, ball's gone. Bye, ball. Muscle cramps, fair enough. I mean, I don't want to bring him back too early because I don't want to lose this game, but it's not like the end of the season if we lose this game, but losing, you know, any of our starting linebackers, even though he's not really a starter right now, losing our depth for the season could be the end of the, McGrone. They're showing McGrone like he's a part of that takeaway squad. Like, I don't even know if he's touched the ball this season. Like, even when it's in someone else's possession. Burns, nice little move, but gets doubled up. Scott, not really doing his job, but ball kind of led out of bounds. 3rd and 3 now. Blitz time. 3rd and 3 now. Backup time. Oh, man. We'll still bring a little blitz. Underneath. Oh, we overran that. But Devontae in the comeback again. Like, man coverage. Oh, we can't run man coverage here. They've got freaking Devontae, a little linebacker. No, we just overran that. Outside, Woolen, good tackle, keeps him in. I don't know how to feel about that. Come on. And it really sucks because we can't do anything on this left side. If I was them, I would just double Burns every play, which they haven't. Good job by Jabril. One of the last remaining OG linebackers here today. Devontae going up against Scott. We're going to probably shadow him with Jabril. Oh, good D. Carmichael. He's like, oh, yeah, OG linebackers? I'm not a part of it? Okay. No, you're not, technically. But it was a good play. See Jordan Davis. Oh, it's a screen, and we're stuck. Burns, no. It's okay, though. They only gained a little bit, and it's 2-minute warning. We're going to drop into some coverage, but they don't know that. We might still be blitzing. Underneath. And the secondary round, no! Woolen takes him down to the 7, and we only have 2 timeouts. Oh, Lord, what are they doing? Excuse me? Excuse me? That actually backfired hard. And I suppose we'll be the ones that call a timeout. I should have probably waited for them to waste a little. Like, I believe in the defense, right? But it's almost like destiny for them to win this game. So, like, I don't want them to waste all their clock, but at the same time, they were hurrying up. We'll see if we sold. We may have sold. We'll see. Back in the end zone. That's all right for us. Watch out, Carmichael. You never know. Can't run man coverage in this situation. Cover 4. Screw it. Don't. Oh, well, there we go. Nice job. And a screen that goes nowhere. They have to get 17 yards or else they lose. Is this a good decision? I mean, there's a little bit of room there for error. You can have the underneath. There's no way. No way! They got it with Devontae! Bruh! We put 9 in coverage, 8 in coverage. Let's see. So, obviously, the running back's not going to score. That guy on the right's not going to score. Yeah, we pulled out of coverage. But at the same time, I see this guy running. He kind of drew me out. I suppose, yeah, we should have just been there because the cutback from that guy right here, too. Elijah. We just gave him the room. 1 timeout. Potentially down 1. Obviously, potentially, because... Nope. Yikey, chokey. Devontae was pretty, like, not good throughout the game and then just went off. He just beat everyone, pretty much. Langwu, okay, returns to 28. We'll take that. 3 yards for 4 seconds. Good trade-off. I mean, we have time. But we also have an earthquake, apparently. Imagine Darden wins his route. We're in trouble. Throw it away. Kind of stared down the tight end in the Y route a little bit too long. Of course, Justin Tucker's target line is the 43-yard line. I don't know if the wind's on our side, but if it is... Oh, Lord. Could you imagine? That's a really good throw. Those two timings, not terrible. Wait, do they mean the 43 of our own side? I knew Tucker was good, but he's that good? Are they trolling? Darden? I don't know why, but the game's like just keeping me like taking Darden out. Oh, throw it away. I don't think you can call a timeout there. Oh my God, the clock is just evaporating here. And another almost fumble. Jesus, this offensive line. There's 6 blockers, man. Woodley? Wait, hello? Are you guys feeling okay? This got to be a bait. Maybe not. Now you have to call a timeout. You have 12 seconds, and it's the 4th down. That's a far throw to that out. Oh, wow, it's 4th and 9. I think I'm going to bring Ferguson deep just in case they just jump the double out there. That's why I did it. Ferg! Dropped it! No! The Jets are going to win! Oh, my God. Did I predetermine too hard? The Woodley route got open, but Darden's like kind of leaving that guy in there. Of course, they knew it was an out route with Sky Moore, so it was literally just jump ball or nothing. And it was a dot. Ferguson actually outran it by an inch. He had the one-hander. I don't know why he's not going for 2. Tucks it and loses. You can almost argue it was a fumble at that rate. Oh, no. It was there. We actually choked that game away. Like I kid you not. Like, we actually physically, literally choked it away. I'm trying to cheese it with Anderson. He's the closest one. It counts. I had no idea how that actually works. But, like, does it? Kind of. Maybe. That'd be kind of cheese if it does. But I don't think Tyson Anderson got his scenario. I don't know if there was, like, there's no way there was, like, they ran all over us in that game, so it wouldn't be, like, a rushing one either. No way we didn't get normal to star, and we lost. I don't want to see the highlight plays. I really don't. Of course, Gamble was not bad, but 2 interceptions that, like, the first one, it was a bad read that was on us, but the second one, Woodley, he's 6'5" and he can't win a jump ball. Look at Devontae, dude. 8 for 170. Let's look at the rushing numbers real quick. Probably should have ran the ball a little bit more than we did, but it just felt like they were stacking hard. So the pass game was open, which it kind of was. It's just like the clutch moments we needed, we just didn't succeed on. Of course, Tyson Anderson doesn't finish. Oh, how is Tyson going to be star dev after the week he had? Tariq Woolen with 2 interceptions? I remember that. Tavon, obviously, I remember his 2. That is a fat L, dude. I ain't gonna lie, dude. That is a massive Ellaroni. Ellaroni and cheese, bruh. 80 overall for Drake Jackson. Just like that freaking joke was an Ellaroni. A power move for a speed. Oh, it's just L's. Nothing but L's. Just ooh. Ooh, that's all. Jesus, man. Slot is good, but usually it only goes for man. I actually starting to need zone badly, as that will now put him even with himself at 71 man and 71 zone. Getting better, but still getting torched on curl routes, just like Booker did, giving up a huge touchdown to Devontae. Breakout player. That's an L, dude. Like, yeah, I always talk about it in rebuilds. You know, it's like you just think these things are easy, but they're not. Oh, man, he was playing the deep safety most of the game. We probably should have blitzed him a few more times, but their quarterback was getting the ball out quickly. I mean, it was a good team, right? Like, they had Buckner, they had Darius Leonard, they had Jamal Adams, they had Jalen Johnson, they had a pretty good offensive line, a superstar left tackle, a great star right tackle, a solid center in Lindsley, one of the best in the league. The guards were kind of iffy, but they're still good. The running back, Marlon Mack, was breaking every tackle. Devontae is literally a god. Elijah Moore was okay. Trey McBride was slipping us because I think he's actually a superstar. And then the quarterback, Schaffer, once again, he has a really strong arm, which sometimes is all it takes when you have that many openings. And it was kind of the perfect storm for them. Yeah, Trey McBride, fast as can be with superstar development trait. Hell, their left guard's not bad either. Draymond Jones, did he get injured in that? No, he wasn't. He got injured before the game. Randy Gregory's a superstar. Maybe he got that against us. I don't know, but it's a pretty good team. It's underrated as hell. Like, it's really good. Chris Barnes, did he just get superstar? I swear, well, to be fair, we look at the depth chart. So that's why they look like they had so many superstars, because they literally did. Quay Walker didn't really play, but, I mean, they got some good players on this team. Hidden development trait Isaac. This is an underrated team. Their jersey numbers suck, but it's a really good team. If they can get a new number 2 instead of Mike Hilton, that team is goated. But I will say, Mike Hilton must have been doing his job, because there was no receiver on our team that really dominated the other. I mean, even Ferguson had a deep shot down the field that he dropped. One-on-one coverage. Should have burned him, because I'm assuming it was probably Hilton or Tavon on the interior, and they somehow locked him up for the most part. He's got to hold on to that, though. Try to switch it last second to a possession, but I suppose the possession kind of makes you go submissive mode, so we might have just fell down short anyways, or would have just lost possession because it's a tough, possession's kind of like short arm, so maybe just would have let it go over his head. I don't know, but that's an L. That's a fat L, dude. I still can't. The biggest L of the whole thing was that 4th and 17, basically, a 4th and goal line at the 17-yard line, letting that up. We just ran away. We got baited. We saw the guy coming back open. He was the only guy at that time that was open, and we ran him trying to do too much, and Devontae breaks free. And the worst part is the other guy broke free too. Probably would have had a touchdown either one, to be honest, but of course, just lose by Devontae. Lose by the hands of Tay. Losing the game by 1, I mean, it's still a good performance. It was a great game. But to not, I didn't even think score a single point in the second half. Or no, maybe we did. We just didn't score any points in the 4th, was it? Okay, I feel a little bit better. I thought we completely choked, but we did put up 10 points in the second half. But you can also argue we maybe shouldn't even have been in that game, because without that kick return touchdown, we would have lost by even more. And maybe we were overcompensating a little bit. Maybe the scoreboard was a little bit inflated. But regardless, I still had a good time, and the season's still far from over. Of course, we kind of opened the door for the Cowboys to regain their spot on the top of the division. Not this week, but, weeks to come. Going up against Washington again next week, which they have a really good team, but they kind of suck. Like, they throw they turn the ball over a lot, but if they didn't, I mean, that's another team that could easily hand us another loss, so definitely a game to pay attention to, not be not be too cocky about just because we beat them once. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys enjoyed that one, maybe leave a like. If you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. If you're not new, I really, really appreciate your continued support, especially this late into the Madden cycle. I'm still having a lot of fun, but I can see how some people would be a little bit burnt out or just waiting for the next Madden, whatever it may be. If you have any suggestions for series ideas in the future, you're like thinking about next Madden's team already, our main offline team or maybe an online team, let me know in the comment section below. Any other ideas, rebuild idea or some experiment idea, like what if the 2022 rookie class was all on the Patriots? I don't know, something weird, and let me know. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video, but until next video, which should be a rebuild tomorrow, see ya!